Plaintiff John KVEDERIS claims he warned the defendants that the vehicle they rented from him didn't have collision insurance. After an accident, he expects them to pay for the damages. He is suing for $1,929. The defendants claim the plaintiff rented them a dangerous, uninsured car that was never inspected. They say they owe nothing.
So what do we have here? John, you are suing the defendants because they rented a car from you and the car got damaged.
That's correct. So I met Cleivis and Naika through a mutual mechanic that we use. They had a previous accident and I was introduced to them because they wanted to rent a vehicle. So I happened to have an extra vehicle. I let them...
Do you have a rental business?
I do not. Last year was tough for everybody, so I was trying to make a little extra cash. I was trying to keep up, and I said, why not? So if you take a look at Exhibit A, that is the 2008 Mercury Mariner that I had them rent.
Yep. So how did you wind up renting John's car?
After I had a little bit of a fender bender last year, around June, I had a rental-car through Enterprise, and I was paying about $500 a week.
Okay, so you needed to rent a car.
Yeah.
And you first rented Enterprise, but then at $500 a week, you were looking for a better deal, and the mechanic said, hey, I know this guy John, he'll rent you a car. That's how you guys got together.
Yes,
okay,
but my apologies. This guy's emotional. So he doesn't know how to know how to control it. No, a lot of it because
well, my car's missing. Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of you.
Okay, hold on. So you rented the car. Now what happened?
Everything was fine. They picked up the car. They said we were behind on cash. So I said that's fine. If you can just provide me with a little bit of information, we can work out a later payment.
So how much were you charging them a week?
150.
150 a week. How many weeks did they pay?
They paid 2 weeks.
Okay, for 2 weeks.
Yes.
After 2 weeks, what happened then?
First, the vehicle got reported stolen.
Who reported it stolen?
I reported it stolen.
Yeah, that's why it got reported stolen.
Yep. So, I mean, I couldn't get a hold of him. I reached out to him, no answer.
Okay.
I got into a construction accident, falling on my back, messed up a couple things. It's okay, life happens. I wasn't able to be in communication at the time. He was blowing up my phone a lot.
And you didn't answer him because...
I was partially hospitalized and at home resting. So this guy goes on Facebook, puts out a status about me, says, this guy stole my car, watch out for this guy, XYZ. I actually ended up getting arrested because of him also.
Why didn't you let him know what happened? Or why didn't you let him know what happened?
I just figured that he would let him know, or somebody would have notified him, or that everything was just taken care of.
Yeah, so I was middlemaning the entire communication. That's partially where I'm at fault. But, life happens, you're kind of in pain, you don't even want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not condemning anyone here, but I can understand just objectively if he had received payment or was to receive payment for the first 2 weeks, if suddenly he can't reach you with legitimate reason, but it's not unreasonable for him to say, oh my gosh, someone's got my car, I can't reach him, they're not responding to me, so he might report it. I understand how that happened. Your car was being worked on for several months.
Several months.
When the car was finally ready, you were ready then to return the rental.
Yes.
Right.
It is when you were returning that rental that you got into this
car accident. Yes.
Car accident. And this lawsuit is about the damaged car, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that is an interesting background story, but it doesn't relate to the case anymore because you are suing because the car was damaged. We have a video of it so we know what we're talking about. Let me take a look at that. Yeah.
I was leaving the auto body shop.
This is like watching Chicago PD. There are always cameras on every street corner.
That's the future, yeah.
You didn't get too far from the shop.
Nope. Not at all.
You went a half a block. Yeah. Nice driving.
Really nailed it.
Yeah, half a block.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't work for Uber.
No, definitely not.
Given the record.
Okay, so there's no question you were driving it. And the accident happened when you were ready to return
the vehicle. So, yes.
Yeah. Talk to me about the insurance.
So I did tell them that I didn't have any coverage.
Initially, no, you did not.
I told you I did not, but I do have a copy on number D of my insurance.
Okay, and the insurance you have is
Minimum.
liability, but you don't have collision insurance.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, so the insurance he has doesn't cover
No, no.
damage
Which is
to
why
the car.
they were
No,
supposed to have
the
insurance.
insurance he has does not exist. So if you look on my evidence file on D, he states that, sorry, on E, he states that he does not have, the car was never insured to begin with. I looked over the car was also never inspected, never registered.
I have an inspection report, actually.
Yes, but we also have on evidence N that the brake pad fell out of the car.
If you neglected to tell me what the
If you-
problem was the car, that's on
I'm
you.
neglecting to
If
tell
look
you
at
something
I,
that belongs to you.
If you look at I,
All right.
I
Alright,
have a
so
vehicle
if
inspection
you look
report
at
6
over
days
at the
before.
video of me
So
getting
that's
into the
on you.
accident-
You should have told me if
Sorry
there
to
was a problem.
interrupt. If you look at the video in the accident, I actually slammed my brakes. I swerved last second to the right to avoid the accident. There were 2 kids riding a bike on the road. I had to then swerve back inward, and the car would not stop at all. The only thing that stopped me was a pole.
Okay. On the subject of the insurance, there are 2 things. No one's been really perfect on this insurance question because you shouldn't rent a car unless you know that you are insured. But you, John, if you're going to rent a car to somebody, not only do you need to have the insurance, but you have to make sure that they have the insurance. Your car got damaged partly because you were a little bit careless because you're not in the business of renting cars.
Right, and that's why I took a lot of responsibility for the damages. So on G, when I put together my receipts, I only asked them to pay for the parts, which was the car I went and I bought, and I asked for the fender, like the bumper, the radiator, a couple other little things here and there.
On G, he states that the cost of the car was $2,500. He's been working with this mechanic for a long time, and they play with the price. I don't believe that the $1,900 is accurate at all. And
Every
would
time I
like-
quoted him,
All
the
right.
price came down.
Okay. Look, this is a business world, and everyone, particularly with COVID going on, everyone's trying to figure out how to get a good deal. You got a good price on the car that you were renting. You got a little business that you didn't think you'd get.
Right.
I'm going to split the difference here. He's asking for $1,929. I'm going to give you the $1,000. So I find for the plaintiff $1,000. Judgment for plaintiff. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.